Okay, we're live. What's up? Hello. Okay. I got comments. All right, we're doing a tech stream today. I have a Star Wars Fall of the Empire Pro. I'm going to turn it on. I'll show you what happens when I turn it on. And we'll go from there. How does that sound? Let's see, comments. Show comments. Okay, they're trying to make me pay for more. Fun. Of course, everything that was good now becomes monopolized. Let me check my layout here, see if I can figure out. Nope, that ain't it. All right, we're back. Okay. Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay. Sweet. We'll let that start up. Be right back. Go. 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 Get your dog. Stay. Okay. So you hear that? Hear that sound? That is the sound of the motor. Shanosaur, what's up? Yeah, so let me show you what's going on here. Yeah, we're doing a tech stream, so we're just doing it from the phone. Let me flip this camera around. All right, so early models of this thing had an yeah, you hear that sound? It just stopped, but it's been doing it for a while. Operator alert, Death Star lockup, all those things, right? So early models of this thing, the lights for it got all crimped wrong, or not all of them, but there are issues with these. What's up, casual? Doing a lurk? Love it. I want to be able to have my. I want to see. Oh, I can show things on stage. Nice. Can I do that with everything? Show comments on stage. Oh, you have to pay for extra. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, here's the deal. You got your lights here, right? This is a standard light socket that Stern uses for pretty much all their games. And well, I'm going to put the phone down. Hey, Yoda. Okay. So here's your standard light socket. And the issue was when these were crimped, the original ones for the early models of this game, low res, I know, dude, it's 720. That's all I can do on this phone for streaming with this app. basically these had an issue where they got crimped too tight when they were created, and it created a short between these two different legs on this thing, right? So that short, which I'll show you here, creates a bunch of issues for power distribution across the rest of the thing. So we're going to go technician alerts. We got a drop target issue. We have a overcurrent, which is our light issue. We have a Death Star lockup. Also, this scoop will not work properly. Hold on, I just realized my whole thing is mirrored and I don't want that. Camera. Mirror. I do not want a mirror. There we go. That's better. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So we're in 720. Basically, 720p. So this is more of a hangout and talk than more hangout and talk than anything. Let's see. So I'll do my best to try to stay up on the comments, but for some reason, when I stream from this thing, the comments are like super small. I don't know why. I don't really love streaming from my phone, but until I get my portable rig built, this is how it's going to be. So anyway, we're going to get the playfield up, and I will show you what we got to do. So, glass off. Put that there. Close this for a second. You can hear that again. That's the lights sometimes work and they sometimes don't work. I don't know if you can see that flashing happening. It's going like a flow of, and I'll even like right now. Oh, I gotta get out of that. But I'll start a game and I'll show you. I gotta move. Hold on. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so see those flash of lights? They're freaking out. It's because there's a short in a bunch of these lights. And I found this out because I did a lot of research online, but if I start a game, it sometimes won't even start a game right now. There we go. And you can see usually all of the lights, are lit right now, but only a few lights are lit. And then you see like you see these flash, and you can see for like a second what is lit. That's because there's a short in those lines. So we're gonna put this back on, end the game, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. So we do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take all the balls out. And do that. Playfield up. And I'm going to turn the game off now. You don't really want to work on a game with it on. You could open the coin door too, and that would be fine. But I have a multimeter here, and I'm going to put it into continuity mode. And all continuity mode is if you put these two probes together, it shows there is a connection between this and that. So this is a very helpful tool in finding out which bulbs are bad, because the problem is we have these here. These are the light sockets. And this bottom one and this top one shouldn't be connecting, but they got crimped too hard. The manufacturers who manufacture these got crimped too hard. And so there's a connection between those two. And a way to test that would be, I can't really easily show it, but I'm going to take one and put it on one probe, take the other, put it on the other probe, and it shouldn't beep, which it doesn't. Now I'm going to go to some lights here. I'll try to get a little closer here for you. And I'll do the same thing with some of the lights that are on here, and I'll show you, oh, we have a problem. So hold on, I'm going to flip this whole thing around to the other side so I can control it better. That was fun. I bet that was really fun for you guys to watch. All right, now we're tightened down. Okay, so there are those light sockets all around this thing, right? There's probably, I don't know, 30 to 40 lights of that type of light across this thing. So again, you put these two together, makes a sound. If we do that on this here, that and that, so I know that one's bad because it is making a connection between the two, and it's not supposed to be. There are 11 of those across this whole thing. So that's fun. Let me get a nut driver, and we're going to start taking these out. And I have to desolder and then resolder the ones that work. All right, I got a 6mm, I think. Nope, 6mm is too small. All right, let's find the right one. Here it is, I think. 1/4 inch. That's the ticket. Okay, so I'm going to start with this bottom bank here, test those. Again, continuity. I'm going to get one on. It's kind of hard to do. One on the bottom. So that one's bad. That one's fine. Okay, so out of these two, I need to replace the top one. I should probably get the soldering iron warming up. There it is. Okay. We're trying to get this fixed because we're going to try to get it back out on location for Compulsive Pinball. This is Compulsive Pinball's machine. Very thankful to them for offering me the opportunity to do this. Shaunosaurus said a stern bird told you that they use imperial, never metric. Ooh, that's helpful. I did not know that. So they are imperial. Okay. All right. So I got my dog hanging with me. She might start barking, you know. All right. So the top one. Doesn't actually feel like it's quite the right size. Luna, you're okay, girl. You're okay, girl. I don't know if you hear my dog in the background. All right, so we got the old one out. Here's the fun part. Every single one of these, I don't know if you can see, every single one of these has shrink wrap around it. That's fun. So we have to take the shrink wrap off, obviously. So the question is, how? Yeah, I guess we just pull the whole thing. There we go, yeah. And then I don't know if it matters or not, but I'm going to just keep following the same path. If the same wires, because there's 2 contact points, right? 2 wires going to one, 2 wires going to another. I don't know if I have to, or if it matters whether you connect them to the same ones, or if it's just 2 are going to one and 2 are going to the other. That's all that matters. But I am just going to intentionally make sure that on this new one, you know, the white one goes to that one, the yellow one goes to that one, and we're good. So time to desolder this. You may need it. Sometimes it's helpful to get a little solder, but actually that came off pretty easily. So that, you know what? Before I disconnect, I am just going to leave that solder joint. I'm going to connect the new one so that I know I don't make a mistake, right? So we're going to get a little more solder on this joint. Don't breathe it in. And then we're going to get a little bit of solder on both spots on this guy, right? I need like a table, man. You're not, sadly, you're not really going to see everything I'm doing. But I am doing this. I am, in fact, doing the work. But I just, I don't have a table. So I have to kind of makeshift my own table over here. But how's everyone doing? What's going on in your life? Some of these tech streams are not necessarily super interesting. But I figured, hey, I got to do the work. I might as well stream it while I'm doing it. Hold on, I'm going to take this speaker down. Put the cookie down! Okay. I'll swing you over here. I made my own little table here. Okay. We got one solder joint with solder on it. We got to do the same for the other. I don't know where that thing fell. Luna, you're okay, girl. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Oh. Hey. Hi, girl. Hey. She's a shop dog today. All right. Anyway, back at it. I don't know if it's better to like just prep all of these first and then solder them, but I'm just going one by one here. So Don't breathe it in. Don't breathe it. What happened?
A grasshopper just jumped on my face. Hi.
Hi. That was heard for sure.
Oh my god.
You alright?
I'm okay, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
A grasshopper literally just assaulted me.
Peak dog voice. A grasshopper literally assaulted you?
Okay.
We have a lot of grasshoppers right now.
It jumped on my mouth.
At your mouth?
On my mouth.
On your mouth? Hey, do you have any cardboard?
I can find some.
Yeah, I could use some. All right, let's get this new one on. You all right?
How big a piece?
Just something for me to like solder on instead of this. It hit your face?
It hit my mouth.
I'm so sorry. That's real scary. Grasshoppers can really mess up your day.
I don't know how to recover.
Don't know how to recover.
Okay, let me find some cardboard.
All right.
Where? Like, am I gonna die?
You're not gonna die. All right. First one. Here we go. I really need a third hand is what I need. Okay, so this is going to attach there. I don't know how I'm going to do this without a third hand. I guess I could put this in place first. We could do that. I could screw this in and then attach it. That would work. Or just put it right here like that. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll just put it like that. I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you as much as I can. Okay. You might need a little more solder. All right.
Like a paper bag? Or do you need cardboard?
Paper bag's fine. Thank you. You doing all right?
Okay.
All right, this one. I'm going to unsolder the other one. All right, that one's off. Let's put a little bit more solder on this. I can't tell you how many times I've done solder work without like a third hand. And man, there's so many times I'm like, yeah, that would have been nice. I should have done that, you know. Okay. You know what? I think I can slide the yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna slide these back on. It's not super pretty, but it's gonna help. This is just the cable, the shrink wrap. I do have more shrink wrap that I could use if I wanted, but it's not necessary. I even talked to Stern and I was like, hey, this is exactly what I'm dealing with. This is what I think the issue is. And they actually told me, they're like, yeah, you're exactly right. We had an issue with this that caused mechanical problems throughout the rest of the machine. They're like, if you were to disconnect those lights, everything would start working again. Okay, we're going to do our test again. Put it on that one. Oops, hold on. Let's get those off. All right, try that again. That one. Wait, what? Oh, okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Whereas the old one here, I'll put it right there. Do that. Uh-oh. That one's actually fine. What? Hold on. Wait, what? This one was fine? Well, that's throwing me for a loop. Because I just tested this one and it was having an issue. The one that I just put on has an issue? All right, we're going to desolder that. Hold on. Dude, if you want to get into tech work, just know that it's a lot. I love it. But just know, it can be a lot. Trying to get this game up and running by tomorrow. Because I'm having a pinball party tomorrow. If you happen to be in Minnesota, more than welcome to come and stop by. Okay, this is the one that I just installed. Let's try it again. Continuity. Here, we're gonna bring it over here again. How's everybody? Hey, how's it going, Slinger? What's up? I didn't break anything. They broke it. Came broken. Okay, that leg, that leg. We're not having any issues when it's not connected. That's really interesting because that was the same case with the other one that I fixed. So getting you up to speed, Star Wars Fall of the Empire Pro had issues. I think I might have told you this, where these connectors for these lights, when they got crimped, some of them got crimped too tightly, and it created a short between these two legs. And then that caused power distribution issues that then made like the scoop act weird, the vertical upkick act weird, the Death Star acting weird. So the fix is to just replace them. So they sent me like 30 new ones. Yeah, the lights on the playfield issue. Yep. So the strange thing was I tested this continuity not connected and it was fine. It wasn't showing a connection between the two legs. And then I just connected it and it was showing issues. So we're going to check it again here after I resolder it back on. But yeah, it's just more of us hanging out talking than anything. Yeah. A little more solder. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to screw it in so it stops moving. How's that sound? It's a staple. Okay. All right, let's do our continuity test again. Electricity finds the easiest path, right? So here's the question. Would, even though out of circuit, it's not showing any continuity issues, but then once it gets in circuit, could that be creating a continuity issue because of other sockets that are also within that circuit that are, like, that one may not actually be bad, but because of other light sockets connected, you know, Stern recommends just replacing all of them, which sucks. I only really want to replace the ones that are having issues. Okay, so yeah, just takes one short. So then I was thinking that I was finding the shorts because I'm doing continuity between them, right? Because here's your light socket. You know, the bulb goes in here, and then you have two legs, right? So I'm doing continuity tests between the top and the bottom, and it's not beeping when it's not in circuit. So it does seem like maybe there is just one along the whole line that is causing the issue. That then makes other ones seem like they're shorted, but they're actually not. Does that make any sense? It's kind of what it feels like is happening. But, you know, Stern sent me a full kit to replace them all. That's going to be a lot of work to replace all of them. But I guess a test could be if there's no continuity issue on a certain one, then it's fine, maybe? I don't know. So, yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, testing things. It might be worth just replacing all of them. You know, every day I do 5 of them or 10 of them, and you're done in 3 days, I guess. If I do 10 of them in a day. Now, there is no continuity issue with this one. So that makes me think that this one should be fine. Let me, God, I really hate this app because it's so small. Here, you said, get to your neighbor walking one door over or circling the block. Electricity doesn't care. It moves at the speed of light almost. Right. Yeah, but for the ones that I'm testing and there's not a continuity issue, it seems like those are fine. And I shouldn't even worry about them. Or maybe I just do take care of all of them. Let's see. I'm just going to count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait. There's one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's this quadrant. So that's 14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Looks like there's 47 of them total. Come on, dude. Are the bulb holders or are they bulb holders and bulbs? If you take the bulbs out, if both sides of the holder have continuity, a short exists. If you take the bulb out. Right. But if the bulb is in, then what? I'm going to show that on stage here. Okay, so if I take the bulb out, okay. Yeah, with the bulb in or out, there's no beeping, which means this one isn't shorted. So I think I just need to trace down the ones that are beeping. The strange thing is I just replaced one, and where did I put it? I replaced one, and it's somewhere. No, that's a new one. But the one that I replaced, I tested it. Then it's correct. Then it connects it. What do you mean? Oh, DJM. Got a Commodore 64. Nice. Lamp test alerts. Yeah, so I guess that is a good point. I could first go through which lights are actually showing problems, which is this region right here. So, man, I really wish this app didn't suck. Or it's not even an app. It's like a web-based platform. Like, it does things that I need it to do, but then, like, the chat and everything is so small. Okay. Well, I feel good about this one. The jury's still out on this other one, I guess. Like, why it's having issues. But I guess let's try fixing another one. We're gonna have to sniff it out. But we're gonna try fixing another one here. So let's take our continuity. And so we've already done those two. Let's do this one. So that one's showing a short. So I guess the first thing we'll do is take it out. And test it with the bulb out. Okay. Yep, that's definitely shorted. Okay, so now we're going to desolder this. And I'm going to see if it still has an issue. Man. Okay, I'm going to see if there's a way I can see these comments better, because this really sucks. Size. Regular. Tall. Wide. Font. Small. Wow, this sucks. You said, are you able to describe? You know what? I'm going to grab my iPad. Hold on. Okay. If I do this, then I can maybe actually read what you guys are saying. All right, downloading Twitch again. And let's see where this battery is at. That one's dead. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, man, like your guys' comments when they pop up, I can't even barely see it. Put a marker dot next to this might be a workflow. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute and see if I can figure out why I can't see anything. That's better. This is better. Okay. Wow. Put a marker dot to every one you change. Focus on the ones that showing shorts with the bulb out. When all are done, try the game. When all are done, try the game on. If still not working, figure what additional ones should be done local. Yep, gotcha. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Are you able to describe what the incorrect crimping actually damaged? So from my understanding, so all it is you just have two contact points, and then you have this like gasket in between the two. And apparently when these got crimped, they got crimped too hard, and it created a short between the top and the bottom. That's all that I've heard. So Now, this one that is showing showing an issue. I'm going to do something with that. So I can at least see the chat a little bit bigger. But like, what in the world? Oh wait, wide but small. I don't know. Or I don't know. Senior card gauge mortgage. I don't know. Why am I not seeing the comments? Can someone type in a comment quick? I am only seeing, I'm seeing other stuff. Type in a comment quick for me. Okay, let me get this guy ready to take off. Each one of these has shrink wrap around it. Okay, you said, so damage to the housing itself, other paths are there. You kind of have to unsolder one side to make sure continuity is really showing the truth. Got it. Okay. Okay, that is one off. That is the other shrink wrap off. We're going to desolder. Come on. All right. Of course it fell in here with the speaker. All right, here's the one I just took off. We're going to do a quick continuity test on this. It's working. Okay, so now it's fine. It is not showing an error. So it seems like I have to get every single one out of socket and find the one that's bad. Because in circuit, it's causing issues, right? That's what it feels like is happening right now. This may be a bigger endeavor than I was expecting, but this is what Stern said to do. I don't even have 47. I think it was 47 sockets that we counted. I think they sent me 30. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, they only sent me 30. So this would be interesting to test. Now that I have that other one out of circuit, does this one show continuity problem still? Quick and dirty test may be enough to get a pass, right? Okay. Continuity. That one and that one. Okay. So it is still showing a problem, but I guess all those wires are somewhere connected along the line. I did, okay, this is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through every single light and see how many of them I can make cause that continuity issue. So we already did those two. That one's causing it. That one's not. That one's not. That one isn't. That one is. So if I remember correctly, I think I found 11 of them. Okay. So wait, that is, ooh, yeah, let's just count them all again. We didn't have an issue with that one. We did have an issue, but that's 1. That one has it 2. Nope. Nope. Three. Okay, 4. 5. That's all those. We're on to here. 6. Shoot, I'm starting over. 5. Okay. Yep, 6. That's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. 7. Okay, let's move down here. That one's fine. That one seems fine. 8. 9. 10. 'Kay, those are fine. Last time I did this, I remember finding 11, but let's just double check our work. Okay. Good. 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 That's this whole area here. We're up here. Good. Good. All right. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. So I'm just going to keep going through and just replacing the ones that are going off. Hey, dudes, how you doing? 54 minutes in for a 20-minute tech stream. That's right. Yeah. Hope you're having a great day. Not too hot or humid. Yeah, well, we're getting rain today, so it will be humid. Okay. Again, I guess the real test is, I might as well replace these with a new one, right? Even though they're not showing a continuity problem, or do I? Yeah, I might as well replace them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to replace the ones that need it. So, or that are showing an issue. But I think the issue is somewhere down the chain. That's where the problem is. All right. Now I can see. I think I can see chat here. Can I go to me? Yep. There we go. Turn the volume all the way down. All right, now I got chat. Hey Bob, how you doing? If they're out, replace them. If you run out, test and pick the best. Yeah, right. Gotcha. Okay, so in that case, they gave me 30 of them to be able to replace, and I think I only have 11 that are bad. So I think we're gonna just have to do 11. Here's fingers crossed. And here's the thing, hopefully along the way we will find the one that's bad, and that will fix the problem for all of the other ones, right? That's the hope. Okay. Hey Bob, are you coming on tomorrow to the party? Also, why does my stream look so bad? It looks way better on my phone. It looks very, very low res. Camera. Front camera. General. High definition. Does it show? Okay, I'll text you my address. I don't know why watching it's so low res. Because on my camera it looks fine. But then on my iPad it looks real bad. Cloudy there. Yeah, I don't know why it looks so bad. Because on my camera, where it shows me streaming, it looks good. I don't know if on YouTube, is it still bad? Is it bad on YouTube also? Maybe I need to turn my Wi-Fi off.
It looks bad on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know why it.
I don't know, but it's like the internet is not uploading anything. I think
Well, I'm actually now on data.
I think there's something wrong with the internet.
The end of the world finally happened, and our internet bandwidth is getting ruined.
It looks like you're streaming.
It looks really bad.
Actually, it kind of is fitting for what you're doing.
Actually, it's better now. Did it just get better?
I don't know, it's lagging. I don't know. It's like not.
The real ones are gonna hang. They got a lot better. Okay. So don't stream over Wi-Fi.
It did.
All right.
Something's wrong with our Wi-Fi because my work stuff is up.
You can reset the module or the thing. Or maybe replace it somewhere closer to a window. Could do that. Something like that. Xbox level up now. Up to Xbox level. That's funny. Cool. All right. I guess let's just keep going with hopefully finding the right It's just kind of a game right now, right? You got Baby Backman pretty set up. Nice. Oh, DJM, are you coming tomorrow? Party tomorrow at my place. $5 p.m. to whenever. And then we are doing the video game swap meet before that, DJM. At Torg Brewery. Anybody that's in Minnesota tomorrow, Torg Brewery, 1 to 5. We're doing a video game trade, swap meet, sale, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have like close to 20 vendors. They're all going to be there to, you know, sell their games, trade their games, all that stuff. It's something we do like every like 3 months, and it's time for it again. So yeah, we're back. Everyone's really excited for it. Okay. Next one. Yeah, it's just this over and over and over again, right? New comments. Halo 1 up in here. Bring quarters for pimp. Yeah, right. What if I had a party and then forced everyone to pay quarters to play my games? Ooh, Chicago Bob, do you have a Dreamcast with you? What games do you have? I love the Dreamcast. All right, next one. Continuity test. We're going to sniff it out. See which one's bad. I'm guessing, yeah. All right. Okay, we don't have to worry about that one. Don't have to worry about that one.
I did.
Hi. Don't have to worry about that one. You do have to worry about that one. Okay. Which we had already figured out. I'm hoping it's just this one, man. I'm really hoping it's just this one. All right, let me get my comments up here. I'm not a monster. I need Space Channel 5. I don't have Space Channel 5 yet. Chicago Bob, I would be interested. There's a few Dreamcast games that I am looking for. Yeah, okay, so we are going to change the name from a swap meet to like video game sale, because really it's vendors who are there that are selling their video games. Swap meet kind of seems like that's like an old term that people used to say. And it just doesn't seem to really stick around as much anymore because it feels less inclusive to like outside people. But really, this video game sale is for the public. We want the public to show up and not feel like they have to trade. So I've had a handful of people bring that up to me this time. So we're going to change it. But yes, it's called a swap meet. So, okay, ad break. Let's see. Let me know when ads are done. Oh, wow. There we go. All right, we're disconnected. Or, well, not disconnected, but we're... Well, that's not the one either. All right. Swing it back over. So that one was also not showing any issues, which is a bummer because I was hoping that that was going to be the problem socket. So we're going to replace it anyway. So let's get this solder ready. Okay, that one's ready. I guess we should test this one too, right? That would suck to have a new one having issues. All right, no problem with that one. You'll send photos of the games. Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see them. Ooh, that's hot. Wow. Did you must have brought them back with you, huh? Stranger Things is broken again. Okay, I just got a call from heavy rotation. I might have to end the stream early and go figure out why Stranger Things is having issues. Day in the life of being a operator. These things happen. All right. Put that back in. All right. Solder this guy back on. Here we go. Shoot. Gotta wait a little bit longer there. Okay. All right, let's do our continuity test again. Maybe you could buy a bag of pinballs. You have a half dozen original Game Boy games, complete in box. If you mean to sell them, yeah, dude, some of that Game Boy stuff can be worth, especially complete in box. Depending upon the game, obviously, but yeah, that stuff can pull some money. I've been slowly, selling off some of my retro collection that I just know I'm never going to use. I'll make $300 here, $400 there, $200 there. Hey, you got enough money for another pinball machine, right? So, but now the question is, what machine am I going to get? And really, part of it is dictated by the market and what is available on the secondhand market, because I'm going to buy a used. I want to get a 90s pen. I mean, I have 90s pens, but I want to get another 90s pen. Okay. So it's still showing continuity issues. So we got to keep going down the line. Figure out. Hi. We got to figure out where this main issue is.
We're about to leave.
Where are you guys going again?
Some like Mississippi Regional Park.
Are you guys going swimming?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I guess it'd be kind of a cold day to go swimming.
I think it's just like a fun time.
You're just going to a park.
Yeah.
Got it. Have fun. Slinger said, you think it's the Team NT game, Motocross Maniacs, Kicks, Revenge of Gator. Ooh, that Gator game is fun. Game Boy Plus box, but the screen is wonky. You watched the video reflowing, the screen connector being the missing lines. Yeah, that would probably do it. That's worth some money. You have some PSP stuff, Game Boy stuff. I mean, Bob, if you want to come to this swap meet, yeah, that Gator game is fun. It's like it's a pinball game for the Game Boy. It's actually a really fun game. Okay. Next one. So I don't even actually need to mark these with a marker, because me ripping the shrink wrap shows it. No, not Granny and the Gators. That's like a actual arcade pinball machine. There's like a Game Boy pinball game called Revenge of the Gators or something like that. I have it upstairs. but it's like a gator themed pinball game on the Game Boy. It's a really fun game. It's a good time. All right. It's a good thing I have nails right now, because this would be really hard without it. Okay. This would be interesting. One more test. With the bulb not attached, do we have continuity issues? What did you say here? It was a fun Game Boy game. In a retrospect, you're surprised you would have bought a pinball Game Boy game, but maybe play pinball was in you and you didn't know it back then. That's the same thing with me and Pokemon pinball. That game was really fun. I had it as a kid. Yeah, okay. We're still getting continuity issues with that. So, let's desolder it. So now we're going to test this one. This is what we got to do, just all the way down the line. We just desolder test, desolder test, desolder test. Not in circuit. Let's see if it has an issue. It does not. Okay, so that means that one's actually fine, but we're going to replace it anyway. And these do not come pre-soldered. The meetup is tomorrow, 1 to 5 at Torg Brewery, which is actually probably not too far from you, Bob. Being that you're in Northeast, because they're in like Spring Lake Park, Fridley area. Smoking. That's my wife's favorite movie, The Mask. Right, babe?
You know what?
Don't you hate that movie? I haven't seen it in a long time.
I need to give it a fair shake. But
What is it about it that you didn't like?
I don't know if it aged well.
One of those things. Somebody stop me. Your sister's dog is the dog mix from Dumb and Dumber, you found out. Not the dog vehicle. Or is it the dog vehicle? Is that what you're talking about? The vehicle that looks like a dog? From Dumb and Dumber? Are these under pressure when they're installed? There could be getting pressed together when installed, when they're testing okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you're saying when I put this screw in, it's making a connection? But I'm installing new ones, and they're still causing the same issue. Oh, a Shih Tzu mix with the dog dog bull. See, because this is a new one, and I test it out of circuit, and it's fine. But then what I have been doing is I'm attaching these wires back, and it's causing a short again. So it makes me think there's something along the line that's being problematic. I'm gonna get some more solder here. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? It's in the harness. You're okay, you're sure I'm okay with the reinstalled ones. Ah, dry already, or harden, or that's causing a stress point on it. Okay. And now I'm going to do another test with the new one. And it is probably going to show a continuity issue. Yep. So that makes me think it's something downstream, right? Or upstream. So the next one also is beeping. Yeah. So we just keep going. Hopefully, because this is the last one on the line, this one is the problem. And if I fix this one, hopefully that short won't be passing down to the rest. Is my thought process making any sense? What's it like being in the same room with somebody live streaming? Yeah? Whew, you'd agree. Anything sharing that ground probably will get affected, right? Ah! Let's hope this is the one that's causing the issue. Wow, this is really on there. Really sucks. This is like a brand new machine and it has this problem. Okay, I need pliers or something for that. Or maybe some scissors. Ugh. I'm gonna take this sweater off. Okay. Yeah, I want some needle nose. Well, what's everyone having for lunch today? After all, it is lunch break pinball. We're just hanging out, talking, doing the things. What's been going on in everyone's life? This one is not being fun. There, got it. Okay. Great. Shrink wrap off. All right. Time to test the next one. Come on over. Oh, yeah, you saw Foo Fighters last night. How was that? Had leftover pizza. How many times have you seen them now? For those of you who don't know, Jason and I are both Foo Fighters pinball owners. Okay, yeah, this one is not showing a continuity issue now. Oh, that one's fine. Okay, well, let's replace it anyway. 3-hour show, 1 hour with Queens of the Stone Age opening up. Wow. Oh, dude, that was his first concert? That's pretty killer. What was their encore song? What was the song that they played? It must have been Evermore. That tends to be the go-to song. For an encore. Or Everlong. Why did I say Evermore? Yeah. Everlong. What is it that made that song like the encore song? There's a big song is overrated. There's a big song for the second album. Got it. Oh, what's this?
Where's my photo?
It's right here. You want to come say hi? Come say hi. You look great. Thanks for the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Are you... Wait, did the boys just go with Heather?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. All right. New bulb in, or actually old bulb in, new socket in. That's wild that their second album is considered the best. Exhausted was their closing song before the second album, so they played that in the encore before Everlong. They must have also played Pretender, right? That's a huge one for them. Seems to be a large song of theirs. Okay, I'm going to test it again. Screwed in. No problem. All right. Well. Actually had somebody at All My Life open the show. Nice. I had somebody at Heavy Rotation be like, "You got Foo Fighters? I'd love to have Foo Fighters here." So maybe that will be making its way there sometime. Wow, this solder is not wanting to do the trick. All right. Get some solder on both ends. Whew. All right. Try it again. Jason says hi.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, it was really good. I'm letting it cool down a little bit more. Thank you. Did you poison it and I'm gonna die on live stream?
I can't admit to anything.
Oh yeah, if you admitted to it, then you'd be held accountable.
Yeah.
Or liable. Wow, this solder does not want to stay. There we go. All right. Jason, I wish you were in the area because it would have been fun for you to come. Clue accusation, Laurel with the flavored water in the arcade garage. That's funny. You missed a couple times been in town. You've been to at least 6 shows. Nice. All right, let's test it now. See if it's causing an issue. How about the new ones in? Huh? Wait a minute, we might have fixed it. Hey. Oh wait, we are still getting continuity. All right, that didn't fix it. Cool. Well, I guess we just keep going. This bottom one is showing issues. I do have to get going. They open up for Bob Dylan. Wow. I'm just gonna do like 2 more, and then I gotta go. Real problem here is this shrink wrap. I have found a solution to make it a little easier though. These scissors. Just run it right down the middle. And there we go. Let's make sure before we disconnect it. Yes, in fact, they are having an issue. Come on, solder. Come on, solder. I haven't had to add any solder to any of these in order to get them to desolder yet, but this one, oh, there we go. This one hasn't been wanting to desolder. There we go. Okay. And we do our check. This is tech work, baby. Keep going until you find the problem. Well, this one's fine. Once it's out of the circuit, it seems to be fine. Yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have already replaced, or this will be the 6th. Let's always test the new one. Make sure you're not having the same problem. We're good. Let's throw some solder on it. Smoking! Okay. So I know solder's really not good for you, but I love the smell of it. I know it's a bad thing to ingest. Okay. Test it again. Hope we don't get a beep. Because cargo pants? No, buddy. Cargo beep beep. There. Yeah, Johnny, what's up? Okay, so here's the deal. And Ashcore, what's up? Oh, we got a raid. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so we're doing a tech stream. Here's the deal. Star Wars Fall of the Empire. When they first this is like an original like early run. The pros had an issue where these light sockets, as you can see, there's two contact points, and then there's a gasket, actually technically two gaskets between the two, so that you don't get a short between the two. Well, apparently when they manufactured the ones for Star Wars, the early run, some of these got crimped too tight, and it created a short between the two. And that short causes lighting issues, but then it also causes power distribution issues throughout the rest of the machine. So right now there's a Death Star problem. The scoop, if you hit it, it waits like 5 seconds and then it spits it out. Same thing happens with the vertical up kick. So basically you have to go throughout all of them and just replace these, and you don't know necessarily which one's right, bad or not. All I know is that I can do a continuity test. If you don't know what a continuity test is, I have a multimeter here, right? And it's got 2 leads to it, and I'm on continuity. And if you connect the 2 leads, it creates a beeping sound. Oh, wait, did you guys do a redemption? Because I can't tell. Anyway, so I'm doing a continuity test for these light sockets. And so for instance, this one, if I swing you over here, I'm going to put the 2 leads on those 2 here, and I shouldn't hear a beeping, because if it is beeping, that means there's a short between those 2. So what I'm doing now is there are 47 of those light sockets throughout the whole machine, and I'm doing a continuity test on each one. I'm testing, so like the one that I just replaced, it still has a continuity issue where it's beeping, but it's a brand new socket. So here's the deal. It sounds and seems like there's something, one of them is bad, and then it's causing problems downstream for other ones. So now it's just like a search and destroy like mission of like, okay, we got to find the one that got crimped too hard and replace it, right? So, sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. If you redeem Minnesota Mom redemption, no, I would not speak for Jar Jar. I would not speak as Jar Jar for 5 minutes. I am sorry. Right, takes 1 leak in the dam. That's right. So here's the thing. This machine came out less than a year ago. It's under warranty, which is great. If you are someone who is like a home purchaser or someone who doesn't work on machines, you could hire a guy to do the work, and then you would get, that person would get reimbursed by Stern. But this is a compulsive pinball machine. Or Compulsive Pinball owns this machine. So now they are hiring me as the tech. They're going to pay me, and then they're going to get reimbursed from Stern. So, but can you imagine, to be honest, buying this machine and having it at home, and you could have it for years. And if you don't know a lot about the code or pinball or all that stuff, you can have this thing for years and not even realize that there's something wrong with it. That's problematic to me. Yeah. They're watching the, yeah, I guess I have it all on record now, right? Because I'm actually streaming it. But I do not have time to do the whole thing. But yeah, so now I'm going down the line. And I'm testing each socket. So I'm kind of doing a search and destroy here, seeing which ones actually, so we're on continuity. I'm going to go to the next one up, touch it on that lead. Okay, so that one's not beeping, which is great. Don't newer ones show, what did you say? Error code? It does. It doesn't necessarily say what socket, though, right? But yes, it is showing error codes. It's showing overcurrent, all that stuff. Okay, that one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Aha. This top one is not. So, man, this is the fingers crossed that, like, okay, here's the one that needs to be swapped. That's going to solve the problem down the rest of the line, right? So, it's actually pretty easy to do. It's just one screw that holds in the light. You take the light out. You take the light bulb out for now. The hardest part of this, honestly, is these are shrink wrapped. So you just have to take your scissors and very gently get in there and slice it down the middle, just like if it were the reflecting pool in Washington, D.C., you know, where they cut it right down the middle, 300 feet straight. Just kidding, guys. Come on. Okay. And we're not talking politics. Okay. Can't believe that that's actually what politics have boiled down to now, is just hearsay, confabulation thoughts. All right, so now we're going to disconnect this one. We want to make sure, okay, so white is on the left, yellow is on the right. And we're disconnected. They're watching this stream just, oh yeah, sorry, you said that. If the ground plane is getting shorted, it could take out a whole bunch of neighboring stuff on the schematic. So how do I test that? Okay. Fingers crossed here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Fingers crossed, this is the problem. But if it doesn't beep, which is what's been happening, politics are for bored people. Depends what we're talking about in politics, I guess. All right. So hopefully this one beeps. All right. Nothing. So it's weird. Once I take it out of circuit, then it's not beeping. which means that it's actually fine. So then there's issues with it. What console games am I open to selling? Man, I have a lot. You'll just have to come over and take a look, or come to Torg Brewery tomorrow, noon or 1 to 5. Can always do that, DJM. It'd be fun to see you. All right. Okay, let's get it back in. Get her back in. And then after this one, I gotta go, guys. Woo, that's hot. Okay. Wow, that was hot. Hotsy totsy. We're gonna roll lasagna. Okay, we're in. One more solder job, and then we're gonna call it for now. Got a little more work to do, though, it looks like. All right. Moment of truth. We're going to test it. It's a lifesaver when doing desoldering. What is? 301 desoldering gun. I do have a desoldering gun. It's really nice. But jobs like this, it's really not necessary. Yep. We're still having continuity issues. So. We still got to sniff it out. We still got to figure out where that problem is. But for now, I got to call it, everybody. It's been 2 hours. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the raid from Ashcore. Cheers. If you are in town, come stop by Torg Brewery, noon to 1. Sorry, 1 to 5 tomorrow. Torg Brewery, video game swap meet. Right after that, party at my place. Got plenty of pinball. So this is the other side. You guys don't see this side much. But yeah, these are all the other pins on this side. So got to try to get Lady Luck working by tomorrow too, because the left flipper is not working for some reason. What are you gonna do? But thank you for hanging out. I am gonna go see you tomorrow. Chicago Bob. Yeah, I'll take a look at your text right now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out for the stream. I will not be on until Monday. Although maybe we'll do a stream during the party. We'll see. We'll see. If you guys want to stream during the party, maybe we'll make it happen. See you guys. Have a good one.